When I was 10 and my brother was 12, we had to start taking piano lessons. So we got our beginner piano book, inherited from our older siblings, to begin our journey into the beautiful land of musical instruments. Did you even practice the work I gave you? I don't understand how you could still be struggling with 5 simple notes after 6 months of practicing them. That's less than 1 note a month. Ooh, that sounds rough, but maybe that was just a really difficult kid. Why can't any of the kids I teach understand basic piano? Oh, or not, I guess. Me and my brother showed up for our first day of piano lessons with our teacher, Miss Watchman. And I call her Miss Watchman because if she could have installed security cameras in our house to be able to see if we were practicing enough, she would have. And to be fair, we didn't really practice. But what kid that's being forced to go to piano lessons is going to? We would maybe practice for 10 minutes each before we went to the lesson, but that was about it. And as you may be able to predict, that didn't yield the fast-paced results Miss Watchman was expecting. At first, she seemed nice enough. Think your typical grandma with thick glasses and gray hair she dyed brown, who always talked about her cats and grandchildren. Honestly, with how much time she spent talking about cats, I'm surprised I learned any piano at all. Me and my brother both had a half-an-hour lesson, and during the other one's turn, we would sit in a chair she had at the back of the room behind the piano. My brother was a lot better at piano than me, and Miss Watchman would compare me to him a lot. But he's almost years older, and every kid learns differently. And something that really helped me learn was repetition. But our teacher would get really frustrated telling me the same thing more than a few times. So at a certain point, she just stopped helping me and re-explaining, and would just have me sit there and figure it out while she yelled at me. We were only learning 5 notes at the time, which is how everyone starts. But I would always forget E, and Miss Watchman didn't understand how I could know all the other ones, but just keep forgetting E. Sophie, if you know that these are C, D, F, and G, you should be able to figure out that E is the only one left. Your brother gets this, how do you not? But contrary to popular belief, yelling and shaming doesn't actually help a person learn faster, and neither does refusing to explain concepts a second time. Hey, your sister's really annoying me over here. Want to see this photo of my cat? But I knew that I could get it if things were explained to me properly. So one day I had enough and downloaded a piano app. And oh my god, when the concepts were re-explained and I wasn't getting yelled at, I managed to absorb the material. Who would have thought? I didn't tell Miss Watchman I downloaded the piano app, but I wish I had because she was way too proud of herself for my progress that had nothing to do with her. One day, she asked us if we were planning on continuing lessons the following school year, and we said no. Wonder why that was. And she said, well, if you do, I won't be your teacher. You'll get someone else because I'm moving to a land far, far away and you'll never see me again. Oh no, what a shame. But I hope you'll be happy to hear that despite that not being a good experience, it didn't kill my love of music. And the next year, I started taking guitar lessons with a teacher that was way more laid back. And before I end this video, I just want to note that teachers are people too. And despite my experience with her, I'm sure there are some kids that she worked well with. Ones that paid better attention and were far more motivated and dedicated to learning the piano than me. I also think it's perfectly valid to be frustrated with a student. But yelling and shaming is never the best way to deal with the situation. And it never actually solves the problem, because it doesn't actually let the kid know what they can do to improve or why you're frustrated. Moral of the story, revenge is a dish best served with your scary piano teacher moving to faraway land where she can never show you a picture of her grandkids again, and hopefully changes her ways and becomes more like my guitar teacher. She can start by wearing rock band t-shirts and taking up electric guitar. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel. It would mean a lot to me if you would like, comment, or dare I say it, subscribe to this channel, if you already haven't become too sick of my voice.